Alright, let's see. So we don't have any save states or shit enabled. No, we don't. We're gonna go into Batman. We're gonna start right away. No, we're not gonna start right away. Wait. We're actually gonna... I want my own splits up so I can see time comparison for myself. We're also gonna reset the game on. There we go. Okay, so timer here starts when you gain character control. We're just gonna go right away. Actually, this is one of the. This is probably my favorite NES game of all. It's also one of the games I have speedrun the most of the NES games I run. It's incredibly difficult, but it's an incredibly good game. The controls are great, the music is great, but it's a tough run. It's a really tough run. So we'll see how this goes. Usually I mess up the first stage when I do marathons, so let's try to break that first stage curse and do a good first stage. It's important to get a good first stage because it kind of sets up the ammo for most of the game. The thing with this game is that everything is on a global timer basically. You can get 3 potential drops from the enemies when you kill them. You can either get ammo, or you can get bonus points which do nothing at all, or you can get hearts, which can be really good sometimes. Hearts is basically health, of course. So we have a very specific way of doing the first stage, which ended me up with 91 ammo here, which is really good. I got an unfortunate pattern on the boss fight, which cost me 3 seconds actually, but that is okay. So now we're on to the second stage. And I don't really know what to say here. It's a series of very precise jumps, and one game mechanic to mention or to note is that in many other games you kind of boost through enemies by taking damage. You take damage yourself, then you can run through enemies. This game worked differently. Instead of getting iframes yourself, you actually can punch or hit enemies with a weapon and then run through them, because when the enemies have active blinking frames, you don't take hits from them. So it's kind of opposite of how it works in many other games. Du får gå in till mamma nu. I just got a little nice... my daughter just came up here, so let's see if I can still focus here. Okay, she can't sleep, she says. Anyway, okay, so this section here, we have what we call the task jumps. You're not supposed to be able... As you see, I hit the ceiling there for demonstration purposes. But if you do a series of weird inputs, you can actually jump in a diagonal angle while standing still. Nej, du får försöka ändå, älskling. Eller så får mamma komma och hämta dig. Okay, where was I? Yeah, I was playing Batman, the video game, the best game for the NES. So, what's coming up here? Yeah, conveyor belts. Conveyor belts are tricky. We're gonna try to get through the next section here with a very precise movement set here. Let's see if I can do it. Yes. Yes, and yes, we got through, nice. We're also really good on ammo and on health, so that's also good. This boss is... the gun turrets I hit initially are set on a global timer, but the rest is actually no RNG, so I knew how to handle that dude, so... Let's see if I can get through the jumpers. These are the worst enemies in the game. They are manipulatable if you know what you're doing, which I thankfully do. So let's see if I can... I'm gonna do that. Now we're gonna manipulate, so that guy jumps through. Nice, okay. Whew, made it through. Hopefully this sets up the pattern correctly for the next screen here, which I'm gonna try to do the fastest strat here. That was... okay, that works. Was not exactly as I had intended, but I had to take a boost through one of the enemies, but it turned out alright. Okay, that could have gone much worse. That is one of the more scary screens. I mean, I would have gotten through it either way, but health management is getting really important in this game. The reason being, whenever you finish a stage, you actually don't get a full health refill. You only get 4 heart refills, so... and that the more mistakes you do, I mean, as long as you have enough health, you can go for basically all the hard and crazy strats, but if you're low on health, you have to, you know, basically safe your way through it and improvise. Nice. So you maybe notice here that I actually jumped inside the hitbox of the cog. Those cogs are supposed to do damage to you, but if you position yourself correctly, and I think it's between 1 and a 3 frame window, depending on subpixels and bullshit, you can get through without taking damage. Oh, nice! We got the quick kill without taking the 3rd hit. Good. Okay, scariest screen coming up. Oh, that luck though. That luck. That was a good pattern. Thank you, game. Well, thank you, me. It's actually based on a global timer as well. Oh wow, the heart drops. The game is being kind to me. Notice I did a slight hesitation there to manipulate the long jump from the enemy. $69. 69. Oh, shoutouts to 69. We also have full health. Unbelievable. You never have full health here. Yeah, I didn't talk about it earlier, but as you can see, there's 3 different types of weapons I use. I switched between them with the start button. Oh wow, I was scratching my nose, I didn't realize it didn't die. Crap. Anyway, there's 3 weapons you switch between. This dirk, which I have here. It takes 3 ammo to use, and we have the batarang. And then we have the gun. And they all have their different usage. You kind of want to use as less ammo as possible, so you want to use the weapon that's most optimal for the situation you're in. Sorry, bad breaks. Okay. That's the most stupid spot in the game. More often than not, you take a hit from that spy car and it's thrown down. Okay. Let's see how we handle the tanks. That was good enough. The cube fight coming up, the worst fight in the game prior. Now we can usually handle it. Okay, good. Not unbad. Not ungood, I mean. Okay, final stage. If any one of you have played this as a kid or whatever, you know that this stage is hell on earth. Extremely difficult. Even in a speedrun setting it's difficult, so let's hope this turns out alright. The final climb is extremely stupid. There's a very high chance I will take some damage in the climb here. We'll see what happens. Okay. Okay, we made the hard jumps there at least, that's good. Oh nice, damageless. Good. So you have two options here. Now I have a lot of health, so I'm actually gonna go for this option here. You can set up you can set up a trick to tank to basically fool this guy into a magic pixel, we call it, so he basically jumps back and forth, so you don't take any damage. But I had so much health, so I opted for the corner strat. What? What the heck was that? Shot in the face. Hello? How is that possible? There's supposed to be a manipulation. Time is coming up, by the way. Time. There's supposed to be a manipulation, so you can. So he only shoots one shot at you. But he shot me straight in the face when I jumped over. So, in the end, you throw him off the roof by Joker. So 10-13. I mean, that's good. I can't complain really. Can't complain. I was playing this game yesterday for some D-Rust and I barely got a like 1040 or something. So 10-13 is good. Yeah. So that was Batman. One of my, and I also made up for the missed estimate on Mega Man on this run, so that's all good. Yeah, so you just saw one of the best games on the NES. There's quite a few active people on this. Junkyard Dave is playing it right now, and Arceus is grinding it for sub 10, but we'll see if anyone can get the record. I have it currently with 955. Alright, that was it for me for today. I will be back in like 8 hours with a little Endy block next morning. So I hope to catch you guys then. Until then, I hope you have a good time watching Nefet's play Solstice, which is also a great game. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you next time.